Okay, well here's the Apollo 2000 back together again. So this will be the last part. You see it was a made in Japan one, not a China one. 2D cells in there. So, quite a few problems, but they were all fixable. You'll see fit and finish is all correct now. It's not crushed in anymore, and all the side tabs are done correctly. So what do we have? Let's review. If you watched the earlier videos, you know that the plastic battery box was cracked on top, so the terminal over here wasn't making a connection. Fortunately, the box was made out of styrene plastic, which means I can patch it and repair it with styrene glue, which actually melts and fuses together on a molecular level. It's not a surface adhesion. So repaired that. The motor wasn't running well, so once I stripped everything down to where I could get to the motor, I could spray brush contact cleaner in on the brushes of the motor. Got the motor running. It was still binding, so I found a shaft on the rotary ramp device, ramp sequencer, that makes the gear go up and down. When the gear is down, it's in walk position. When the gear is up, it's in rotate position. Well, that whole part was gummed up, so once I lubricated that rotary ramp and its shaft with some light grade oil, that was all freed up, and the motor was happy at that point. That got me down to the lower half. There was way too much friction between the body and this lower piece. It was never going to be able to rotate it, so I stripped it all down to where I could clean all the gunk and corrosion off both those pieces. You want to leave them as bare metal. If you try to lubricate them or grease them, you'll actually make it work worse. Then the main gear and return spring, which is part of the Rotomatic function, has a small, I don't know how to describe it. I'll go back and watch the videos. At any rate, where that part is crimped onto the lower and joins the gear on the spring-loaded part of the gear on the upper, was slipping. And so I did get a higher heat soldering pencil and lay a bead of solder all the way around where that crimp is, and hopefully that will continue to hold. I'm not 100% sure that that is steel and not aluminum, but it bound up enough where it's working, which was the what we were trying to achieve here. So it's now a very minty and good looking robot and ready to be returned to its owner, who is one of my YouTube subscribers. So if he cares to say who he is, that's fine. I won't divulge the name without permission. But there we have it, the Apollo 2000 repaired.